What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Cairo if you guys are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, I am so glad you guys are back for another video. I took a little bit of a break after the back to school series to focus on some other stuff, but it's really in here. I kind of needed to just do a little soul searching, some mental clarity work, and now we're back, and I'm actually super stoked for this new series that we're going to do because it's focusing on our habits and bettering ourselves, taking better care of our mental state, our physical state. And if you guys would love to continue watching this series, it would be so awesome if you clicked that subscribe button and turned on the bell notification, because you do not want to miss any videos. And it's really tiring trying to fight with this YouTube algorithm thing and people not seeing the hard work that we all put into these videos. It is so warm. Where is fall? You guys can also check out both of my Instagram handles. Hale's Health is all focused on fitness, nutrition. I am a certified holistic health coach and sports nutritionist, and I would love for you guys to follow along there, as well as my main account, which is just Haley Cairo. I talk a lot about faith and personal habits and routines and share some insights there, and I do giveaways too, so I would love to have you guys over there. I want to say thank you to White with Style for partnering with me on this video. We have worked together before, and I'm a big fan of their products in general, so the fact that they wanted to work together again is super awesome. But without further ado, let's get into today's topic. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, what would be the perfect self-care day for Haley? Like, what would be my ideal way to kind of decompress and regain my focus and get grounded? So I'm gonna walk you guys through a very healthy and happy personal self-care day. Hopefully you guys can take some tips from this and incorporate this into your daily lives, or practice a perfect self-care day on your own. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The perfect start to my day, and if I had to say, I would really love like a crisp fall morning, maybe like 65 degrees, the high of like 70, but have it be really sunny with some white clouds. Is that too much to ask? But weather aside, I would want to set my alarm to get up pretty early and start my day, so that way I could take advantage of all the time that I have. I always put a little note on my alarm to kind of encourage me, some type of affirmation that I see, the first thing I see when I wake up. I don't think like, oh my gosh, I have to go back to bed. I literally see words of positivity and affirmation, and it's kind of like, okay, Hale, get out of bed, make your bed, because one good habit leads to another. I stressed that in a video I made a few years ago about making your bed. Super important, so definitely do that. I will head downstairs and pour myself a glass of water with some lemon juice and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. You want to help the adrenals first thing in the morning, so before I take any kind of supplements or have my caffeine, I always do water with a little bit of lemon. There is actually science behind this for your central nervous system, so I highly recommend that you guys try this out. I'll then usually take my probiotic, my rhodiola, which is a natural holistic herb. It is a stress management supplement, and I have been really enjoying taking that. It helps me just feel very centered and at peace during the day. Then, once I have at least 12 ounces of lemon water, I will make my coffee. I don't know if it's because I'm Italian or what, but it's just like in my veins. I have to have it, so I make my cup of coffee. I love to do frothed cashew milk with a little bit of cinnamon and coconut sugar on top, and then if I'm really feeling fancy, I do a little bit of fat-free, I almost said Ready Whip. I will either take my coffee with me on the go and do a walk or two around our block or our neighborhood. It's really beautiful in the fall time, and I love walking or running when the sun comes up, so I will do that and either be unplugged or listen to a sermon or a podcast, but I'll share some of my favorite ones later in this video. Once I get back from my walk, I will make my favorite green shake. This is more like a drink. It's very thin. You could obviously make it more like a thick, creamy shake if you like, but I just love this first thing in the morning. The taste of it is like, I don't even know. It's just so good. I'm gonna sneeze. It's not really enough for me to consider it a meal, but you could totally change the macros for this to make it a meal. But I just do a half scoop of the Ghost Vegan Peanut Butter Cereal Milk. This flavor is so amazing, and before you knock any vegan protein powders, this one is the best protein powder. That is pea protein I have ever had. You guys can check out the link down below for that. But then I do an ounce of spinach and some water and some ice and like 25 grams of banana and a little bit of stevia, and it is just like the best thing ever. And it's like, I'm craving it right now. Then once I literally fill my cup with my shake, I will then fill my personal cup, which is really important. I like to start my day doing things that ground me, that really help me to kind of release anything that is taking up too much mental capacity in my brain. So power hour for me is my devotionals, journaling, some sort of reading, and if I have time, some type of creative outlet, whether that's like 5 minutes of sketching, because I was a trained artist, long story short. I don't do it as much as I used to, so I'm trying to get back into that. Or I will work on like a scrapbook that I've been like working on for like 3 months. It's taking me forever. I talk a lot about brain dumps with my planner videos. I think that there's so much to be said about doing them, whether it's a brain dump for your journal, just like your thoughts, or like a brain dump of what you need to do. But sometimes having no structure is what you need to kind of at least get everything out and then organize it. If you try to organize things first, sometimes you don't get very far, so definitely brain dump. Just start doing your morning pages. I have an actual journal that I write in, and then I use a Bloom Daily Planner, academic planner, to do just like a few jot downs during the day of like what I did that day. And my actual just like blank journal is when I just need to just write, let it go. And then I read the Crossways journaling Bible. I'll have those linked below, as well as my She Reads Truth devotional. I love both of those. The Crossways Bible has a monthly reading plan, so I'm doing October right now, and I love that there's like a little bit of structure for my Bible reading. I'll also try to read a few chapters in one of my personal development books, something that is nonfiction and something that is very inspiring and kind of gets me motivated for the day. After that, I will go and work out, undo my training. You guys know how I feel about fitness. A perfect day obviously has to include that for me, so it would be like a killer CrossFit workout. Maybe I PR something and I just feel juiced after and strong. Now with physical fitness also comes recovery, and I do see a chiropractor 3 times a week. I try to get lymphatic drain, that sounds really weird, lymphatic massages, sports massages maybe once a month if I can, and make sure to do all of my PT work because I have sciatica, and I work with Active Life RX on that, so I'll have them down below as well. Something about grocery shopping is therapeutic for me. It is a de-stressor, so I will go to a farmer's market or my favorite natural food store, and I use my recyclable bags, and I just feel so happy doing that. Maybe I'll even treat myself to fresh flowers, who knows. Our space and our surroundings are a direct reflection of our mental space. So I've been trying to do really well at putting things away so that way I see less clutter. And so when I get home from the store, I will always put my stuff away right away. I don't let it sit out, bags away, everything. I will put things into containers and make it look pretty and make sure my pantry looks clean. I don't like packaging. And then I will probably continue on cleaning the rest of my house. This is something, again, it's therapeutic for me. I like cleaning. Maybe do a declutter. Things are technically baggage if you hold on to them for too long. Every time, I have this rule, every time I bring something into the house, whether it's clothes, decor, makeup, I have to get rid of something. That is a really good rule to live by. It helps minimize all the clutter. I also listen to sermons and podcasts when I clean. I just stick my headphones in and it helps me focus way better. Prioritizing nutrition is super important as well. So throughout the day, I'm making sure to get my micronutrients in with my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, the whole bit. Lots of veggies. I shoot for 800 grams of veggies a day. 800. Try it. It's a great habit to get into. I also always drink at least 100 ounces of water a day, but I've been really good about hitting like 150 ounces, which is a lot. As I wind down for my perfect day of self-care, skincare is a huge part of that. So what I like to do is double up on those at-home routines, things that you can do for a lot less money than going to a spa. But I like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll do a face mask, maybe even a hair mask if I'm gonna wash my hair that night, and I will whiten my teeth all at the same time. And if I really wanted to get fancy, I could totally paint my nails too, and then we would really just be self-caring it up. One of the new features with the White with Style teeth whitening kit is that you can actually mold the teeth whitening trays to your own teeth. So I will walk you through that whole process and then share with you guys how this works. Before I do my teeth whitening or my face mask, I will wash my face and brush my teeth and floss and make sure that they're clean before I go to whiten them. About 30 minutes for the teeth whitening to be done, which is perfect because by the time I do my face mask and everything, I take that off, then my teeth are done. It's great because I do all of this once per week, which is the recommended usage, and it just works out perfect, and then I have nice shiny white teeth for like a fraction of the cost of going to an orthodontist. I'm gonna have links down below to where you guys can get your own white with style as well as a coupon code, so that way you guys can save a little bit of moolah. So then I will usually hop in the shower, maybe even take a bath, and then I will get ready for bed. Light a candle. I try to get into bed by like 8:39 now instead of going to bed at like 10 and just like trying to fall asleep or like scrolling through my phone. I've been reading a lot more and it just helps me have a much more peaceful night's sleep. But that is what a perfect self-care day looks like for me. Obviously, there are so many different factors that could, you know, play a part. It could be spending the day with Kyle or going to the beach, but this was just like a basic, like if I was just by myself for the day, this is totally what I would do. So I would love to see what you guys do for your self-care days. If you guys like these types of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow along on social media. But as always, I hope you guys are doing well and I will see you in the next video.